Because this devil got to pay, man.
Verse 15, and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which is spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son.
So that's showing you right there where that prophecy come from in the New Testament. Because the New Testament and the Old Testament is basically one and the same, man. You see? That's the foundation, the Old Testament. It's a lot of prophecies in the Old Testament that ain't even happened yet.
2 Timothy 3:16, all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instructions in righteousness.
Jump up to, what is 3:16? Jump up to, right there, verse 14.
Okay, 2 Timothy.
You can start at 13.
Yeah, 3 and 13.
Right.
But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
That's what you see on the comment board. That's what you see 2/3 are doing. Okay? That's what you see. They're waxing worse and worse. Why? Because they're becoming wicked, and therefore when they become wicked, the Most High take the spirit from them, and they become worse than what they was. It's happening, man, right before your eyes. Okay, then they become weak, and then guess what else comes? That doctrine, that teachers become weak, and they got all type of loopholes in it, and it's easy to cut because they're not dealing with the truth.
Yep.
Alright.
But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through the faith which is in Yahweh Shai.
Jump down to 3:16. Read that again.
2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instructions in righteousness.
So the whole Bible, alright? Not just the New Testament, the Old Testament, the whole Bible, the whole scroll, okay?
And why is it profitable for doctrine? Because when you learn the scriptures, that's your salvation.
Right.
That's how you're going to get up out of here and escape this nuclear destruction, man.
Yeah. Through the power of the Most High and His Son.
Yeah. Back in Hosea 11:1, when Israel was a child, then I loved him and called my son out of Egypt.
So that's what that's talking about. Pursuing to Matthew chapter 2. That's the prophecy right there. Now go back and read Matthew chapter 2 again, where it's saying that I will call my son out of Egypt. So that's talking about the Lord. That's not talking about the Egyptians. Most High not dealing with Mizraim. Okay? And then the reason why Esau tell 2/3 of Jake about the Egyptians is because Jake always cling to them Egyptians when you go back to the history. That's why the Most High had to demonstrate a great power to destroy them like that. To let them know that they ain't nothing. Pursuing Isaiah 31:3. You see? And Esau know that. That's why he able to push that vibration out. Because Jacob suck it up. You see? Because Esau know the history, man. The elites. I ain't talking about you Joe Six-Packs. I'm talking about the elites. They know. Okay?
So you Tommy guns.
You Joe Six-Pack. And that's why, brothers, that's why when we out here teaching, man, through the spirit of the Most High and His Son, all we got to do is teach the elect. That's it. That's it. We ain't gotta tell you nothing. Teach the word to the elect, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and elect out of them. And when Esau come up, we ain't gotta edify him nothing. We ain't gotta show him nothing. All we gotta do is tell him, look, you going in slavery and you a dead man. That's it. Because Ezekiel chapter 2 tell you that, who you supposed to be going to teach to. You see? All we gotta do is tell him he's an Edomite and he's going in slavery and America gonna be destroyed. That's it. Boom. You see? All right.
This is Matthew 2:15. and was there unto the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my first son.
Yeah, which is Yahweh Shai. You see? So that's the answer in the breakdown to Hosea chapter 11, verse 1. All right, what else that idiot put up?
That's about it.
It was some in Psalms or something. They say the princess is called out of some madness he put up. Yeah, Psalms. He put up Psalms.
He gonna hit her.
68 and 31.
Psalm 68 and 31. Princesses shall come out of Egypt. Ethiopia shall soon stretch out her hand unto God.
Yeah, because the Most High gonna slaughter them Ethiopians, and they gonna know who the power is. Now the princess is talking about the nation of Israel. Okay? Because we came out of there. We came out of Egypt, and we gonna come out of America, which is spiritually known as Egypt. Okay? That's what they're talking about. And the fool who the princes are, Jacob. He's fighting with the angels.
Genesis 32.
Yeah, 32 and 28.
Genesis 32 and 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince have thou power with God, and with men hast thou prevailed.
So that's telling you right there who the princes are. Jacob. Descendants of Jacob.
Psalms 44 and 20.
You know, we are the princes of the Most High.
Psalms 44 and 20. If we have forgotten the name of the power, or stretched out our hands to a strange God. And that's what these evil seducers are doing, who have fallen into that other doctrine, man. They stretching out their hands to other gods, man. And the Lord already told you in Exodus 20, thou shalt not worship another God before me. Hey man, that's like the coup de grace of the commandments, man. Man, you piss the Most High off when you do that.
That's spiritual fornication.
That's it.
Yeah, that's spiritual fornication.
That's
I'll find it. Hold on for a second. This is Solomon. Yeah, that's spiritual fornication, man. When you do that. 14. You can start at 9.
There it is, right there.
Start at 9.
Yeah.
And then read down to 12.
Alrighty, here we go.
Yeah, because it's the reason why I want you to start at 9.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and 9.
Right.
For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both unlike hateful unto the Most High.
What is this ungodliness? Making idols. So anytime you're making idols and basically building them to worship, that's hateful to the Most High. That means you hate the Most High. And that's wicked. The Most High hates that. That's why he said don't make them things, man. Because he hates it. Israel ain't supposed to be doing that madness. Okay, all right.
Verse 10. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
So there it is right there. Whoever makes stuff like that gonna be punished. The Most High hates that. You're gonna be punished right with them idols. All right?
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation.
See? The Most High gonna visit all these idols that's in this land and around the world. The Most High gonna visit it. You see? All right.
Because in the creature of God, they are become an abomination and a stumbling blocks to the souls of men.
To the souls of men. Stumbling block. when you put that up, it's saying that this is a God. You can worship this. Like talking about going to worship the sun. That's pure madness, man. I mean the actual sun. The actual moon. Pursuing Jeremiah chapter 10. You don't supposed to be doing that. Alright?
To the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
What?
For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the inventions of them that corruption of life.
See? That's spiritual fornication when you go worship all that madness.
Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or useth divinations, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consultant with familiar spirits.
Yeah, you're not supposed to sacrifice your kids onto those things, onto people who into that stuff. You're not supposed to do that.
That little Christmas time come, you begin your little kids
Halloween,
unks and shit for Christmas, put it around their necks and shit. It says, verse 11, or a charmer, or a consultant with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. It says, for all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy power doth drive them out from before thee.
Yep. Give me Exodus 22 and 18.
The book of Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever liveth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Read that again.
Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever liveth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
That's plain, man. That's plain. And see if I can get this here.
So man, death is coming to you. You scoffers out there, you 2/3, man, you Egyptology wannabe, you Scientology wannabes. The Most High have a beautiful death in store for you, man. You know, you was 2/3, man. Maybe your death might have been you choking on a chicken bone. Maybe might have made it easy on you, but you continue to worship that Egyptology, man. The Lord got a special death for you, man. He gonna let Esau do you in them concentration camps. If he let you slide by that, just think, man, the end game is the nuclear missiles, man. You're actually gonna be Sarah Connor on that fence, man, getting burned up. Your flesh will be taken right off the bone, man.
All right, give me Matthew 29. Give me Matthew 29. Oh, give me Matthew 5. Give me Matthew 5 and 29, and read down to read Matthew 5 and 29 and 30, and then from there, give me 1 Corinthians. Go to 1 Corinthians for me. Hear me out.
Matthew's.
Go to first. Yeah. So you just hold. 1 Corinthians 12 and 19.
Matthew 5 and 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of the members shall perish, and not that whole body shall be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish, and not that the whole body shall be cast into hell.
Alright, read that again.
Matthew 5 and 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee.
Right.
For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish.
All right. Now, what's that right eye? That's part of your body. He giving you the characteristic of the body. Okay. Read it again.
And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
See, what's the hell? There it go right there. Thermonuclear destruction. Okay? That's what it is.
What's up, y'all?
That's what it is right there. You see? That's what's coming. All right, read that again.
Matthew 5:29.
Now he talking to it, so read up at the top. We gonna jump. Read up at the top, and let's see who he talking to.
Matthew 5:1. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into the mountains, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him.
Right, his disciples came unto him.
Yep.
So he talking to the disciples now. Okay, keep reading.
And opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven.
All right, now jump to 29.
Verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members shall perish.
So he talking to the disciples. He telling them. He giving them body parts. Okay, he telling them about it. That's symbolic. All right, keep reading.
And not the whole body shall be cast into hell.
Not the whole body. And let's find out who the body is. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 12.
1 Corinthians 12
So I tell you to read it.
and 19. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now they are they many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need for thee. Nor again the head to the feet, I have no need for thee.
So that's telling you, look, if you got some of them body parts, which is the nation of Israel, that's part of the body, pursuant to Matthew 5:29, if they trying to tell you to go worship other stuff and not keeping the commandments of the Most High and His Son, you supposed to cut them out. Don't deal with them. Okay? But over here in Corinthians, we showing you that who the body is talking about, which is the nation of Israel. Okay? In the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright?
Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, unto these which bestow more abundant honor. And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need.
Alright, where you at? What number?
This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 24.
So that was the whole point, to show you that Yahweh Shai was talking about the members, which is the body amongst the nation of Israel. And up in Corinthians, the elect through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're supposed to lift them up. So that's what Corinthians chapter 12 talking about. You're supposed to lift them up and be, help them out in the spirit. But back over there in Matthew, if they trying to tell you to go worship other gods and worship idols and not keeping the commandments, you're supposed to cut them off and don't deal with them. Okay? Now give me Deuteronomy from there. Give me Deuteronomy 13 and 6 to edify that.
Deuteronomy 13 and 6. If thy brother, thy son, or thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom.
Is that not part of the nation of Israel? That's part of the body. Your brother, your sister, your mother, those sorts, that's part of the nation of Israel. Alright?
Or thy friend, which as thine own soul entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you.
Egyptian, Ethiopians, Canaanites, them Hamites. You're not supposed to worship their idol gods, their vain madness. The Greeks, the Romans. the Japhites, Moabites, Ammonites. You're not supposed to worship none of them Buddha and all that madness. You're not supposed to worship that stuff. You're not supposed to go deal with that. All right?
Namely the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth.
Yep.
Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thy eye pity him, neither shall thy spare, neither shall thy conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him.
All right.
Thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death.
So, you know we can't do that on this side because we all about teaching the word of the Most High, and our laws cannot be implemented. But what you do in Matthew 5 and 29, cut them off and don't deal with them. Because eventually, that's what's going to happen to him. He's going to be put to death when the Most High send his son back. Okay? That just don't deal with him. All right? You got something else?
Yeah, just quick. Second Ezra 8 and 38. For indeed I will not think of the disposition of them which have sinned before death, before judgment, before destruction.
Got it.
That's just basically plain, man. It was one I was gonna read, but was saying we can't really, but I am.